Hello, Aries. Welcome. Thank you for being here. This is going to be a general review I've been dealing with. Of course, everything may not resonate, so take what does and leave the rest. And for more tarot readings after this, please check out my wife's channel about the three tarot she's review as well. Thank you. All right, let's see what's going on. Okay, well, there's that tower wanting to make itself known immediately. Hmm. Okay, we'll go with it. I'm not too sure, Aries, what it is they think they know about you, but they just jumping right in. They think they know something about you. I don't know if this is a situation where it's like they, when someone typically kind of says like, "Oh, well, I've got your number," or this is something of they think they know all about you. They think they know exactly who you are. They think they know exactly what you're all about. Um, they actually don't. It's very interesting. This is someone who is claiming they do, but they actually don't. I do kind of feel as if they are fluffing or kind of posturing themselves. At the same time, I'm not too sure if you're going to be able to kind of, I'm not going to say even redirect or kind of swerve this or what you can kind of do about this. I'm trying to kind of figure out like what you can kind of do about this because the energy they present is just kind of something else. Um, I believe I said this yesterday with a couple of signs that came out, and this is looking very similar to that. It's sort of when someone makes up in their mind who they think you are, what they think you're all about. They've kind of made that judgment, or they've kind of formulated that opinion about you. Good luck trying to convince them any differently. I don't know what that I don't know what that perspective or mindset is. Um, but it's almost kind of like its own, walking contradiction, you could say, when it comes to if you are dealing with this person, Aries. It's its own contradiction, walking contradiction. It's like um, they may be thinking something or feeling something, and they might be trying to so-called project this onto you or pin this onto you. And good luck trying to tell them or convince them. Not that you should try and convince them, but good luck trying to tell them any differently. Because it's sort of like they've already, in a sense, the so-called ink has already dried when it comes to what they've kind of signed off of. When it thinks like, nah, I know what Aries is all about. Kind of like, yeah, just kind of sign it and kind of push it to the side, and we'll file it later. It's kind of like, okay, so you've already made up your mind. But I don't know why there is this energy of them sort of, how do I say this? They've made something up. It's not necessarily kind of like fantasy or illusions or delusions or anything of that sort. It's just for some reason I kind of get the example of Blockhead, and if you've seen Gumby and Pokey before, back in the days, the cartoon with like the rubber figures, Gumby and Pokey, the redheads, the blockheads. There was two of them. There was two blockheads, and they were just so blockheaded that you couldn't, they were just set. They're just set in their ways. This is someone considered like a, go figure. The ram is actually a longhorn sheep, goat headed. Like you ain't gonna tell them nothing. That bone in their skull is just too thick, and they're used to kind of like ramming this against the wall on the daily for practice, and so it's like, yeah, you kind of just bull in a china shop mentality. And I don't know why there is this pursuit, because this is what this is. It's a pursuit of you, Aries. But for some reason, whatever this is, they have made it up in their mind of like, I'm going to pursue Aries. I'm going to pursue Aries. And it's sort of like, well, okay. I mean, imagine that. Someone that wants to kind of like, bump heads with you, but it's sort of like you just, like, for what? Like, I just woke up, I've got a splitting headache, and you just want to what? Like, you just want to, here we go. Like, you're already backing up. You're already, kicking some dirt. You're already kind of stirring some shit up, kicking up dust. And you think whatever you think. And now it's like, I got to be the one to clack heads with you. It's like, oh, here we go. Yeah, this is just, here we go again. And I like this deck because it's very just an image says 1,000 words. I mean, look how fiery it is. I call this one the hothead on top of the deck. It's not jumping out, but it's just making itself known. Like I said, it's just fiery. And this is a situation of someone that might just claim, "Oh, I'm just having fun." Like they're, like I said, very, very square, very set in their ways. You're not gonna detour them from what they think they know, what they kind of feel, which is weird though, because this is definitely a very headstrong energy of, like I said, they've made it up in their mind, and they're kind of emphasizing like, to hell with how it feels. They have this idea, to hell with how it feels. It's like, no, 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 no. It's like, very headstrong, just very, I'm not gonna say neurotic, because as I say that, there's a 9 of Swords. This is weird. It's almost, how do I say this? They're almost trying to. They're almost trying to confirm what they think they know about you. They're trying to confirm what they think they know about you. Like I said, I think I got. They're like, I think I have Aries' number. I think I know what they're all about, and I know that there could be potentially something there. That is weird. They're kind of emphasizing like they just want. That's so weird. They just want to know, but they have no idea. It's like, okay, you kind of, what they're saying here is they're projecting. They're projecting, Aries. Isn't that like a saying? You think you know, but you just have no idea. Yeah. There you are, Aries. Like I said, you think you know, but you just have no idea. Hmm. Okay. They're kind of just, why does it feel like they're really, their poker face is just sort of like super glued to their face. Their mask is super glued to their face. Oh my gosh. I mean, damn. What is that called? Isn't that a movie? I think that's a movie. Like when the mask becomes their face permanently. There's the world. Yeah, it just kind of, and the Seven of Swords on top of the deck. This is very strange. Like, what is with this? Like, what is with the tension between the two of you? They're emphasizing there's so much tension between the two of you, and it's almost kind of like the two of you are giving each other this side eye look, like uh, uh, uh. Like, I don't know what you're thinking. Well, I don't know what you're thinking either. But it's like this weird like stare down showdown type of situation where that is weird. This is almost like it's a stare down where it's almost like there's nothing to see here, there's nothing going on, and it's like those are like two closed-minded people. I'm not saying that you're closed-minded, Aries, but for some reason the stare down going on between the two of you. It's like two to like it's like you put like I said, you put two blockheads together. Unfortunately, I'm not calling you a blockhead, Aries. I'm just saying it's like there's two energies here where it's just kind of like this is fixed and this is fixed. One is set in their ways and the other set in their ways, and it's like towards each other, and it's like this isn't going to go anywhere. It's not going to go anywhere. It's just going to meet in the middle and be flat, and it's like okay. But they're saying with that world card, like, yeah, it is what it is for now. It is what it is for now. Don't know what happened. Don't know what's taking place. But clearly, there is some sort of like separation, space, distance, or gap between the two of you, and that is definitely some thick tension. The problem is, it's not in the sense of like, oh, there's some chemistry there. It's like, no, there's some tension there between the two of you where you may be together, you may not be together, but it's a situation where it's like, I'm keeping my eye on you. Well, I'm going to keep my eye on you too. And it's like, oh, okay. Okay, here we go. Bye.